So how many bones are in a hand? A handful. Because you have a hand full of bones.
Perfect.
But once upon a time, I did a long-term review to the Air Force One Fresh, and at the moment, I'm not wearing any sneaker like that. I've literally got like 2 pairs of sneakers that I'm wearing on a daily, and they're both Air Max 95s. So I thought, why not document it? Why not record what I'm doing near enough on a daily basis? The only problem is, I started to think about this after 2 months of wearing them. So yes, I've missed a lot of what I got up to in them, all the rain, the snow. It's up north, it's Manchester. There's still a lot of weather that we wouldn't really like to wear our fresh sneakers in, but 3 months of wearing the Air Max 95 straight, and a lot of my sneakers are in storage, so that's why I'm only sort of limited to these 2 sneakers. And it is by choice. I mean, yes, I can sort of handpick sneakers out of them, out of the storage, and I guess wear them if I wanted to, but because of the materials, because they are an Air Max 95, those are the sneakers that come to my head first when I want to wear sneakers on a daily and not have to worry about it. So I'm going to try my hardest to get at least a week's worth of footage of what I get up to, how I wear them, and also how they're holding up as well. But anyways, broskies, I do hope you enjoy this sort of video. I know you like the Air Force One Fresh long-term review, so I wanted to get something like this done for a while. And I got the Air Max 95 grey reflectives last year, so I thought let's do something different in terms of a review. Now, just to make it clear what sneaker I'm actually referring to. With the box, it is a red standard Nike box, being a GR and all, but the product sticker does say Nike Air Max 95, and the official colorway is black, pecant reds, and anthracite. So anyways, broskies, enjoy the review. I hope you like it, because it took me a long time to record it and of course edit it as well. But if you want me to look at any other sneakers when it comes to a long-term review, then comment down below. And we do have a sponsor sponsoring this video, and I'm excited about this one because it's going to fix a lot of problems that we all have, especially when it comes to lacing up sneakers, but more on that later. Enjoy, broskies, and I guess I'll see you in a second. Right, broskies, so the Air Max 95 has always been, in my opinion, the best all-round Air Max, like for everything, you know, style, comfort. It doesn't get spoken about enough. To be honest, the first shoe I thought of when I was moving and packing away all my shoes and thinking I'm not going to see these for a while, the only shoe I could think of to leave out and wear on a constant basis was the Air Max 95. This is the shoe. Like, the Air Max 95 is my shoe. I love the Air Max 90 to death, but I kind of feel like the Air Max 95 has taken over. Now, I don't know whether it's me moving up north and, you know, a northerner, and northerners love an Air Max 95. I just love it. Like, I've fallen in love with it all over again, and I can't think of a better shoe to wear all the time. Like, if someone said to me you can only have one shoe for the rest of your life to wear in multiple colorways, but just that one shoe, it'd definitely be the Air Max 95, hands down. But anyways, broskies, I'm back at the gym. It's a Saturday. It's a very chilled out Saturday, so I'm gonna head to the gym for like an hour, chill out, and yeah, catch you in a bit. See ya.
I'm just trying to give you something. I'm just trying to give you something smoky out to forget. I'm just trying to give you something.
Right, broskies, just finished gym. One thing I did want to say, and I haven't really mentioned it, the Air Max 95, way back in 95, was originally intended as a running shoe. Obviously, so many years later, almost 30 years, we've come leaps and bounds in terms of running technology. So although I will use the Air Max 95 most of the time for gym, whether it's doing legs or just casually doing cardio and, you know, casual workouts and stuff like that, they're not the best to run in, just because they are more on the heavier side in terms of Air Max sneakers, and they're very bulky too. They are comfortable, like I've said, but the impact in terms of running, there's so much better out there, even from Nike themselves. You know, you've got Nike React Foam, you've got Nike Zoom. All these technologies are so much better for running. So the Air Max 95 isn't the best running shoe, but it's still the best all-round Air Max if you have to pick one. Just thought I'd get that in. I'm gonna go home now, eat some lamb biryani. Shout out to you if you know what that is. Anyways, broskies, catch you in a bit. Golly, I just dropped my damn phone. Now, as you can see, this is what we're dealing with right now. This is like the front room. Still plastered all up, waiting to be painted. But we need more plastering done because the rewiring has just happened. It's an absolute mess still. We've cleaned it up as much as we could. And the studio is nowhere near looking to be completed just yet. I'm not mad. I've come to that point where I've just got to be patient. We're still going to be making content, which, crap, check. The grey reflectives are reflecting. You see that? That's the light hitting them up. I'm already dirty. Golly. But yeah, so it was sat at these and the Kiss My Ears. Apart from literally 2 or 3 times, the Air Max 95s are the only shoes I've been wearing up here. Obviously, not all Air Max 95s are the same, just because some are made out of mesh, some are made out of canvas, some are made out of a lot more less weatherproof materials. But the grey reflectives that I've got on now, and also the Kiss My Ears pair, have a lot of sort of weatherproof materials, which you can't go wrong, especially with an Air Max 95. I've always spoken about how durable they are, and also the comfort. Like, why does no one talk about the comfort with the Air Max 95s? Like, it baffles me. A lot of this vlog slash long-term review is going to be done on my phone, obviously, because I can't really be taking my camera to work, and when I'm coming to the house or driving around and that sort of thing, like all the time. I will where I can. That was the whole point of me getting a smaller camera just for that. But this week is just crazy right now. And also, I told a few people I was doing YouTube full time up here. That was meant to be the case. However, there was a lot more things I needed to pay for than I thought coming up here, moving here, and yeah, doing things up in the house. So I thought, you know, let's just get a job in the meantime, see how it goes. It's a part-time job as well, and I'm not afraid or ashamed to say that, just because you got to do what you got to do as a man. But anyways, broskies, I'm going to love you and leave you there, and I'm going to catch you in a bit when I do start work and show you what I mean, because there's a lot of miles that I do. But I'll see ya in a tick. We've arrived at work. Need to get changed, sort out myself, pick up what I need to do, the company van and stuff. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the sound of the rain. And this is the perfect weather for what I was saying in terms of wearing the Air Max 95s. But just have a look at this rain. It is crazy. Absolutely tipping it down, mate. Tipping it down. Is crazy. Got the Air Max 95s on, the grey reflectives, and not the most waterproof, but definitely the most weatherproof, or one of the most weatherproofing Air Maxes out there that I've got anyway. No Gore-Tex, obviously, just good old Air Max 95 materials, build and shape. And I'm just praying for my socks, to be honest. Right, broskies, so this is one of the weirdest angles I've ever shot in, but just finished work. That 4 hours goes in a blink, but there's so much driving, stop starting, and the rain, just like me and my hair loss, just didn't stop. So, as you can see, this is a lot of my stuff at my mother-in-law's. However, just a quick update on how they're holding up in all that rain. And as you can see, some mud marks, you know, as expected with all the puddles. And yeah, there's a lot of wet terrain out here in the north, but they are holding up. They're looking great. Honestly, in my opinion, they just need a little wipe, as I did before, because these were actually used when I was renovating some of the house and they were trashed. When I mean like dust everywhere, plaster, dirt, you name it, this has been on it, or has been on it. Does that make sense? But yeah, as for the other pair, or other shoe to the pair, pretty much the same. It's held up really well. Like, I'm so impressed with the toe box. It is sort of like holding up better than my Kiss My Ears pair. And that's just because, one, this is more like a leather material as opposed to the safari print. It's kind of like a leather, but this looks more robust. And this has more reflective panels on it. And also, I just think the color, even though it gets dirty, it doesn't look dirty. The Kiss My Ears pack, it kind of just always looks dirty, even though they're not, just because of the darker materials. These sort of have like a lighter material in terms of their gradients on the upper, but they're holding up very well. Now I'm gonna head to the gym and wear these or the Kiss My Ears pack. I mean, I'm not doing too much at the gym. I'm absolutely shattered, but it's one of those things where it's a Monday, it's raining, it's a miserable day, but those are the days, especially when there's not as much sun, and in the winter, you need to go to the gym. Just get that dopamine hit, you know, feel good factor, and that sort of starts you off well for your rest of your week. And I know there's some early birds that get the worm, but for me, the second mouse gets the cheese. And I'm more of a late person anyway, so I like going gym after work where it's not as busy, it's more chilled out, you know, more space, that sort of thing. Right, so approaching the gym, we're about a 50-50 walking back to the car and going back home. No, but you can hear my shoes squeaking. That's how wet they are. Have a look, mate. Have a look. Soaked. You have to burn off that chocolate that that you nicked from me. But yeah, treadmill it is for me, mate. This is the state of them post-workout. Cream crackered, mate. That 3M is naughty. So it's another day and another opportunity to wear some Air Max 95s. If you guys didn't believe me, these are literally the only two pairs by the front door at my mother-in-law's house. So as you can see, they are knackered, but they just need a good clean. And yeah, we're good to go. My favourite pair probably in my whole collection, and that is wild, because it used to be the Air Max 90 Infrared, which is probably my favourite shoe ever made, but this is slowly becoming my most worn and my most loved shoe, and this is just getting a lot of mileage on it. As you can see, a lot of dirt, a lot of mud, a lot of wear and tear, but yeah, nothing a little baby wipe can't fix. Ah dear, I do love an Air Max 95. Don't you? So I am ready, waiting for the missus as usual. Gonna be going to the post office to collect a parcel. No, it's not a pair of shoes. It's actually a game, but a collector's edition to The Last of Us Part 2. And then I've got a delivery at the house, which is The Last of Us Part 1, collector's edition, WLF edition, and the Firefly edition, for those who know. And yeah, gonna do at least a bit around the house where I can, and then off to work. Back to reality. But yes, broskies, hopefully I'll see ya in a bit. I'm actually out of breath. Now this is what we've been doing, what I've been doing for the past like half hour-ish. All the skirting board on the stairs, I cut that bit out, and then some of that bit attempted to anyway, and the top bit here. I've literally been sawing at it with this Bosch multi-tool. Listen to it. Crazy. My ears are still ringing. And guess what? Pair of shoes I've been wearing whilst doing that. Le Air Max 95. I don't know how you say it, 95 in French, but yeah. Obviously, I can trust these. Just give them a wipe down afterwards, or a bit of rain to get rid of the dirt, the dust, and all the wood residue. But yeah, this is really getting on my nerves. I need to wipe that down. Oh yes, this is what I'm talking about. My favorite game franchise ever. And I just thought, why not? Why not? Can't lie, a bit of a mashup box, but for the price I paid, I can't be too mad at it. Right, broskies, I hope you can hear me. I'm in a loud, rattly van. And yeah, I just want to say the sun is shining. And that's one thing I wanted to touch on in terms of the Air Max 95. Even though it's like a heavy shoe compared to like some of the lighter Air Max out there, the Air Max 1, the Air Max 9E, it's a very breathable shoe because there is like that top layer of mesh near the lacing. Wearing these in the summer, it's nowhere near as bad as say the Air Max 97 or even some TNs, the leather TNs, you know, but they are breathable, like a lot more breathable than those Air Max mentions. And yeah, the Air Max 95, like I keep saying, the best all-round Air Max you can buy. Not the most formal sneaker, not the most formal Air Max you could buy. You can't really dress it up too much. Some people probably could, but the way I dress, I've got skinny joints and it just wouldn't look right. But you know, each to their own. Still, the Air Max 95, in my opinion, is the best all-round Air Max you could buy. So I just got in from work and I think these are due a little cleanup. I'm starting to get this sort of condensation though, just because of the weather. And yeah, it's a bit annoying, but hey ho, it is what it is until it isn't. Now this one is looking knackered. Look at that. That is cheesing me off. But yeah, a lot of condensation in these Air Max air units. And I think these need a little cleanup if you ask me. I think we're about to do that. Come on, Arsenal. Some chill time watching Arsenal stress me out. Oh! Oh! My days, Jesus. Come on, brother. Anyways, broskies, we are actually in the middle, let me turn that off, of recording the Nike Victory ones, the slides. And it's my second pair, so look out for that. Also, we will be cleaning these bad boys up with a shoe stack, wipe, and yeah, if you don't have those, of course, you can use baby wipes or a wet tissue, wet flannel, and they're good to go. I'm just showing you what they are looking like at the moment. Now, the whole reason behind this whole long-term review, and it's a bit weird because I only decided to do it like 2 months after wearing them, but as long as I can get like a whole week's worth of me wearing them, like my day-to-day, me going to work, me after work, going to the gym, doing work at the house, and putting these through a lot of stress. Now, I do a lot of steps on a daily. I'd say about 10,000 steps minimum a day. And for a shoe that's not really like a, how can I say it? Like a running shoe, a walking shoe. Yes, once upon a time, this was a running shoe, but it's more of a lifestyle shoe now. So me putting a sneaker of this caliber through its paces, no, it's not the most physically demanding day-to-day life that I live, but it's not very sedentary either. Like I'm not just sitting still or going to an office and sitting down, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we're gonna clean these up and I'm gonna show you how good they look, even after wearing them for like 2.5 months straight. And also, once you clean them, they're looking like good as new. And trust me, I've already done it. Right, broskies, as promised, these bad boys are due a clean and we are using none other than Shoe Stack shoe wipes. As always, their links will be down below, so check them out. If not, you can use, like I said, a wet wipe, you know, a flannel, a wet towel, some tissue. But to get the best results, honestly, I always use these. I have packs of them, literally packs on packs. This is the best thing because it has like a little grip and they're scented. I'll show you what I mean. Look, you see these little dots? They get better sort of grip in terms of wiping away the dust, the dirt, and everything else. But this is the state of the MX 95s, grey reflectives, as I've been wearing them for like 2 months straight. As you can see, a lot of dirt. Not the worst, because I have cleaned them in between. And yeah, let's get started. See, look, Beautiful. This is what I mean. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Crazy. But it's just wiping off because, you know, the materials are so easy to clean and it's not really a problem as opposed to a lot of mesh or canvas sneakers or Air Max 95s as well. Now, you'd only need like one per sneaker or wipe per sneaker. If you was using like a wet wipe or something, for example, you'd need at least 2, 3, 4. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's literally, look at that. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's shining, baby. It's shining. So yeah, just giving it a nice little wipe all across the sneaker. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I normally use like a toothbrush on all leather sneakers, but obviously this has like some mesh in it, so I don't want to like transfer the dirt over. This is sort of minimal cleaning, but the most efficient way to clean. But if it's an all leather sneaker, yes, toothbrush, some fairy washing up liquid, and you're good to go. You're gonna see the difference. You see how dirty that is? And that's just like sparkling, absolutely sparkling. Now, obviously it's wet, so it looks fresh, but like I said, it doesn't need much to clean up. So I'm gonna clean the other one up, get ready for work. And yeah, it's a Wednesday. They call it hump day for a reason. We've got some more content recorded, which I'm happy about. Some more work to be done at the house, which I'm not so happy about, but it is what it is. We're gonna go to work now. Hopefully the weather holds up. It doesn't look great, but even more better for this long-term review. Anyways, broskies, gonna clean these up, head out to work. Probably gym after as well. But yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Fresh. I just wanted to touch on sizing because I haven't spoken about it yet, and it's pretty crazy. I'm doing a long-term review and I haven't even mentioned sizing. For me, the 95s are pretty much a true to size fit anyway. The grey reflectives are the same. I mean, I've always had like a little room in a 95 compared to like a 97, a TN, which I normally go true to size with, but they're a bit more on the tighter side. And yes, I'm more on the narrower side when it comes to sizing with shoes. But a 95, a lot of people do complain how sort of narrow it is, and it is narrow, like more towards the forefoot. But I've never had a problem. Like, I've always gone true to size and it's always been good for me. So it all depends, I feel, on the materials on the shoe. But overall, I'd say they're true to size, especially the grey reflectives. And every single 95 that I've owned, I've gone true to size. Yes, they need breaking in the first week or two, but if you're constantly wearing them, no problem. I've had no problems. I've always gone true to size. Some people, especially if you've got wide feet, they may need to go half a size up. So that's something you might need to think about. But personally for me, true to size has always been the way. This is not a joke, broskies. Look at this. Of course it's the day I clean the Air Max 95s. Of course. Let's crack on, shall we? Just finished work. It is nasty today. Honestly, I've got my Jordan puffer on, but it's just like wet. I'm just waiting for Usher to turn up for like his dance moves, you know? But these have held up pretty well, I must say. Feet are dry, socks are dry, just everything else is wet. Look at this weather. Look at it. Look at this. Just got back home and then I get a little text from my missus saying the roof has got a leak, and I am mortified, to be honest, because we've just had that patched up. New plasterboard all over on the ceiling. In the studio as well, which is crazy. Pow. Sensational. But you know what isn't? This. A little leak in the studio roof or ceiling. Oh man. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Crap check. My best mate at the minute. How am I looking? So I've just cleaned them and they're already dirty. Oh man. But yeah, the stairs are near enough done. I've just got this last bit to do here, which can be done tomorrow because I'm flat out, bruh. Right, broski. So yes, it's the day after yesterday, which I guess it always is. But yeah, I thought whilst it wasn't raining, we'd come to the house, get a roofer come over, have a look at the roof, sort out the leak. Thank God, alhamdulillah, thank God. You know, it's not a big job. It's just a couple tiles and the guttering that needs doing. So he's here fixing that at the minute. And I'm sweating because I've literally got to be at work in like half an hour. Let's see. I'm making it more dramatic than it is, obviously. But let's just have a look on how these are holding up through the rain. Some sawdust as well. And just remember, broskies, I just bloody cleaned them yesterday. But yeah, not too bad. Pretty dry. Not gonna lie, some wetness did creep in. But I've seen worse. I've had worse. But yeah. Fresh. Reflecting. Of course they are. Reflecting. Of course they are. Okay, so we're at work. I kind of like this way of talking to you guys, and I kind of wish it was horizontal instead of portrait, but we make do with what we got in life, you know. That's the motto. But yeah, back at work, wearing these, they're a dream, man. Air Max 95, honestly, I can't believe it's taken me this long to like really appreciate the Air Max 95. Like, I've always loved it, but I've never truly like been in love with them, if that makes sense. Now, having to sort of wear them all the time, out of choice, of course, by choice, it's kind of opened my eyes, you know? And yeah, I just love them. I really do love them. Like, I don't know, it's going to be hard to go to any other shoe, to be honest. Like, I know I'm going to have shoes to wear a bit more formally, a bit more, what's the word? Like dressy. But in terms of like everyday use, casual use, gym use even, I don't know if I can pick any other shoe, any other Air Max even. You know, it's going to be hard. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. Some of you may be thinking, what is he smoking? What chili sauce has he put in his kebab? I'm excited to see what Nike do with the Air Max 95 next year, 2025, because that's going to be, is that the 30th anniversary? It's going to be the 30th anniversary. So, you know, it's going to be very interesting. Whether there's collabs, there's the Amamanier pair that's been leaked that should be coming out probably this year. And what other collabs and colorways and new iterations to the Air Max 95 that may be in order for the 30th anniversary. It's going to be exciting. It's Thursday. We're almost at the weekends. Got my missus' little birthday dinner. Going to take her out, you know, so 29th. She's got one more year before she hits the big 3-0. Wow, look at that. That is just unreal, honestly. It's like pink, purple, baby blue, dark blue, all in one. It is absolutely amazing. Wowza. Wowza. Amazing. Okay, so this is the state of them after my shift today. They definitely need another cleanup, but you know, could have been worse considering all that rain yesterday and all the miles that I'm doing in this sneaker. But yeah, just a bit of mud, nothing a little wipe can't fix. And even the creases, like this sneaker hides it very well. Reflecting up as always. Let's get a bit more light in. But yeah, the toe box is holding up well. The midsole is great too. A lot of traction still on the shoe. I didn't want to think about what I've stepped in, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, great few days with this sneaker. Constant wear. I'm going to head out now. I don't think I'm wearing these because obviously it's my missus' dinner. Maybe the Hyper Turquoise. Let's see. But it might still be an Air Max 95. Right. The Air Max 95 of choice tonight. Oh, the Hyper Turquoise. Come to Papa. Beautiful. 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 Crop check. Ow. The Terminators. Yeah. Struggling to get in, are we?
Yeah.
Looking good though.
Thank you.
Oh yes. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. There we go. Pow pow. Pow pow. Hyper Turquoise. Pow pow. Oh yes. What do you think? Out of 10?
9. Solid.
9. Oh, I'll take them. What's that? About 4. Take it. Okay, we've got a lucky escape. Just finished the restaurant and it's just starting to rain. We've decided we're going for a walk. And please look what she tried to wear with jeans. Please.
They're comfy.
They're running shoes.
Yeah, but I'm going.
And they're not even like New Balance running shoes. Oh my gosh. Don't even, just take them off, please. I can't believe that.
Thinking they're comfortable.
No. Change the jeans then. That is just ridiculous. Boot cuts. No. Come on. Change. At least one of us has got some sense. Look at this one. She looks like a soccer dad. A football dad on a Sunday morning. Got to kiss my ears on, of course. So we are walking off this food. Absolutely stuffed. And I'm with this random soccer dad that I met. Babe, honestly, I can't believe that. I'll let it slide because it's dark. No one's around to, so it's okay. Anyways, broskies, got my kiss my ears on. Yeah, it's a bit chilly, but not too bad. It's a lot better than yesterday, isn't it? So yeah, catch you lot tomorrow. Okay, broskies, so guess where we are? Back at the house again. This time it's for the windows. Now, in the studio, let me show you upstairs. So this whole window here, let's just turn you around. It literally does not shut at the top. Look, doesn't shut at the top. And this doesn't open. So, you know, the worst of both worlds. So we need to get that changed for the studio. 1, just for ventilation. 2, just to jazz up the place a bit, make it more modern, and just to sync it up with what I want to do with the studio. But I didn't mention what I had on foot. So have a look. Oh yeah, the grey reflectives. Have a little look like Skywalker. Bam. You know what, these, I can't lie, these are really holding up pretty well. And for like £90, what I got them for, I'm super happy. Right, we're back in the work van. Literally, just as I started my shift, it just wants to start raining. It's like, okay, you're wearing them Air Max 95s? Let's see what you're about. I'm just a bit upset when I think about it now that I didn't record all the footage on when it snowed, when it was like storms going on, because the Air Max 95 could have definitely been shown its strength there, because that's the sneaker I was wearing. Okay, this is what we're dealing with after work. I don't know how, is that mud or wood? But yeah, it's not a good look. I think it's where I was sitting on the stairs after hacking away at that skirting. They're not looking the best, but I've seen a lot worse. I've worn way worse. And yeah, I think I'm gonna retire these for today. Okay, so we've just stopped off at the gym. Gonna get like a quick hour in. Obviously the Kiss My Ears is making an appearance. I love them. I just love them. Do you ever have that pair of shoes in your collection that you could just wear every single minute of the day? Because I think that's my pair. Like, I love other shoes for sentimental value, like the infrared 90s, the Air Max 1 OG red colorway, Jordan 1s, lost and founds, you know, Jordan 4s, like all these other shoes that I like because of a sentimental value or a hype shoe. But we never speak about the sneaker that we just want to wear all the time. Like the shoe by the door. It doesn't get spoken about enough, in my opinion. Very underrated shoes because they're probably like a GR or a colorway that no one bats an eyelid at. And for me, that's the Kiss My Ears 1.0. Mate, that was a good workout. I'm shattered. I was meant to get a bit of footage in the gym, but you know what? It's one of them days, you just want to get in and out, you know? Just gonna head home, have something to eat, do a bit of recording for a sponsored part of this video. And yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow because I'm absolutely shattered, mate. So it's just gone 7 o'clock in the morning. Yes, it's still dark outside. I'm absolutely shattered. I've come to the house super early just because we've got a delivery coming. Doesn't say particularly when, it just says 7 to 12. No tracking information. which is great on my day off. We're here now. We're somewhat awake. My eyes look like they can carry the shopping into the house. So don't you just hate it when you're trying to get your shoe on and the laces are done exactly how you want them to be, but now your fingers are all mashed up and the shoes feel like they can cut your ankle. Well, Broski's, you see? A sneakerhead's worst nightmare. Well, you know what? Instead of doing that, I've actually got a word from our sponsor. And this one, Broski's, is going to help me out as well as you. So one of the only problems I've ever had with the Air Max 95 is the lacing. The way I want to lace them, like all the way up to the top, and I'm not the expert in lacing, I'm going to say it now, but the way I do the laces, I like it all the way to the top, just to keep it more secure, make the look as good as it should. And I just feel like it completes the whole shape of the Air Max 95. I don't like where the tongue's coming out too much because you've missed the lace hoop. So with that, it comes with a bit of a problem. When you're putting your feet in the shoe, it kind of tramples the shoe just because you've got to squeeze your whole foot in. Yes, majority of the time I do use a shoehorn, but even with that, I've bent the shoehorn. That's how much I have to squeeze into the shoe. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I've actually got like a scab here on my index finger. And that's because I was trying to put my shoe on too quick. And because it was such a tight squeeze, literally skin came off. I'm not even exaggerating. But today's sponsor, LaceLinks, they've seemed to fix that problem. Now, I don't know about you, broskies, but how many times have you been put off wearing a shoe on a certain occasion just because you can't be asked to lace them properly? And another thing, I don't know if it's just me, but Air Max sneakers that have come recently from Nike, some of the lacing is a bit short, a lot shorter than I'm used to anyway. I don't know if it's a manufacturing fault or it's just by design. But if you're like me and you like lacing your sneakers all the way to the top just to feel more secure, if you're going for walks, going for gym, all of that sort of jazz, LaceLinks has got you covered because they're elastic laces. So let's paint a picture for you. You're running late and you're trying to put on your sneakers by the door as quick as possible. You don't have to worry about lacing them up and undoing them just to put your feet in. These will stretch out to your foot. Now, the way it works is pretty easy. I mean, the instructions are on the back of the packets. All you're gonna need really is some scissors and a lighter, but just be careful, broskies, don't overdo it. So what you gotta do, you have to think how tight or loose you want the sneakers and your laces. Then you cut them accordingly and then you burn the ends of it, just to stop it from fraying, you know? Then you put them through those lace locks and then you tie a little loop and then you screw the lace lock together. Now, of course, they've got round laces, they've got flat laces and some limited edition colors too. Some of them, honestly, my cup of tea. They've sent me a few out and you know I had to ask for the camouflage colorways. Now, I do believe the flat laces come with an easy lock so you don't have to worry too much as opposed to the round laces. You don't really have to tie them at the end and they kind of sit secure on the laces, but a very easy process. If I can do it, trust me, anyone can. But I'm going to leave a link to their website down below and of course all their socials too. So if you want to pick up a spare set of laces, because you don't have to use the lace locks, you can just tie them as normal. And because they're elastic, you don't have to tie them as tight as you normally do. So I've been wearing these with my Air Max 95s the past couple of days now, and it's made my life so much easier. So I'm not just talking the talk, I'm actually walking the walk. I think that's what the saying is. The point is, I've been actually wearing them myself and it's so much easier putting them on and taking the shoes off. And I especially think this is going to help a lot of people with wider feet as well. But as mentioned, links will be down below. Purchase some new laces, support the channel and thank me later. But now it's back to the review. Oh yes, LaceLinks. These are an absolute godsend. Slipped them on, ran out of the house, and yeah, no complaints whatsoever. I'm even contemplating a nap at this point because it's ridiculous. And we'll see what's popping later. Got some errands to run, some more miles to do in the Air Max 95s. And yeah, we'll take it from there. But here we have the grey reflectives reflecting. I love that. Look at it. Let me turn the flash off. Flash on. Flash off. Flash on. That looks so cool, man, honestly. Right, so we're on the way to Curry's. Turn it down. Copyright, thank you. What we get? Was it an oven or a cooker? Or was it both? Freezer? We're looking for cookers. That's fine. That's not my forte. Anyways, we're on the way. Very late start. We ended up having a nice lay-in after that. laying, whatever. And I had a slight change of shoes. I bought the Kiss My Ears back hat. Forgive the car mat, it's been decimated by my missus' high heat washing machine antics. But yeah, the Kiss My Ears are back out. Feels good not driving for once. Oh yes. Passenger seat driver, mate.
Backseat driver.
Not backseat, passenger seat. That's right, that's right. Touchdown. Everyone's favorite shoe. I need that tag. Same as these, isn't it? Near enough. It's like reverse. Not bad, not bad. I do like, there's something about these though. What do you think? Out of 10?
Bit you, aren't they? 6.
6? Yeah. Think about at least a 7. Not bad. Some nice Air Max here. I like these. Bit of a 3M going on there, reflectors. TK Maxx, those hidden gems that me and my missus always seems to find in it. These are glowing and it's dark, but these are still glowing. You know about these pizzas, then you know. Elite pizzas. Alright, broski, so shopping all done. Saw a few gems in JD, nothing too spectacular, nothing to write home about. But guess what's back on feet? Oh yes, the grey reflectives, reflecting in this freezing cold weather. But yeah, we just come out for a walk and burn off a bit of dinner, innit? Yeah, burn off all that healthy pizza. Yeah, but you're gonna do a few more miles in these, and then I think it's a little bit tomorrow, and I think is that a full week? It's already been a full week, so it's gonna be about 9 days in terms of recording content with these, wearing them all week, near enough, just over anyway, but 3 months with them in total. But anyway, enough waffling. Mrs. give me the eyes. But yeah, catch you tomorrow. Okay, broskies, the last day of wearing the Air Max 95 on camera. Of course, you'll have to find out later on if I'm going to continue wearing them. It's a Sunday. It's a chill day. We've still got stuff to do. Got the Arsenal and Liverpool match later on to watch. Some stuff to do around the house as usual. But yeah, the last day on camera, last bit of footage for the review. There's a couple squirrels in the garden and it's throwing me off. They come every day. It's weird. Air Max 95s are on. Grey reflectives are reflecting. As always, that should be my slogan. It's a bit of a bittersweet moment because I've had so much fun making this review. I'm not gonna have as much fun editing it though. I just know it. I've enjoyed it and it's sparked my love for creating content again. Not that I fell out of love with it, but it's more of a fact that, you know, life just gets in the way sometimes. You've got stuff to do, bills to pay. It's just one of them things. But I haven't stopped thinking about you guys. I haven't stopped thinking about recording, making content. It's just at the minute, it's been a very slow process of doing all the stuff here. Thank God it's all falling into place. But I just want to thank you guys for being patient. I do hope if this video helps you out in some way or some fashion, that I can make you feel like you came away from this video like, you know what? He made me buy these shoes and I'm happy with that decision. Don't think and don't overthink too much when buying a pair of shoes because you can always take them back in most places. I don't know where you guys are all from, but for me, I'm a serial returner. Like if I don't like the slight look of something, you're going back. You're going back like the spine. That was so bad. And yeah, we've got these bad boys to continue wearing. Now don't judge me, yeah, with my white socks and black trousers. It's just the nearest thing I can pick up, you know. I do really like these. And obviously the LaceLinks laces make things so much easier, honestly. Anyways, broskies, I'm gonna crack on at the house. And I'll probably see you later at the gym. Is this what the people look like when they're wearing those Apple Vision goggle plus, whatever they're called now? We've got the Apple Vision at home. Oh, mate. We're back, baby. knackered. Myself and the shoes. Big match. Big match. Potential title decider. You know what time it is. Teamy Carragher. So we're coming to the end now, broskies, of the review, and I've got to say, it's been very fun. Wearing these like for 3 months straight now. And I know technically I've only done recording for like a week or so, but you know, I didn't want to bore you to death. Also, I wasn't doing too much. I mean, it was Christmas, I was eating a lot, I was staying home most of the time just because the weather was crap. It still is crap, but I mean, I got stuff to do, you know? But yeah, around Christmas, it was just a lot of chilling, like figuring out what I'm doing with the channel, with my life, with the house. We're getting back to being active, and yeah, just thank God for everything. And I feel like this whole review, the long-term sort of format to it, was kind of like a thank you to everyone that's been asking for them, being patient with the channel, with the lack of content. But I say all that to say, broskies, the Air Max 95, I can't lie to you, at the minute, it's becoming like my favorite Air Max right now. Like, I've worn them on my own accord, not just because of the review, you know. I only decided to do this review like a week ago, you know. Shout out Bobby Schmurder. So it wasn't that. It was more like the first shoe I could think of to wear in all sorts of weather, harsh weather, snowing, rain, whatever you want, wet conditions. Just want to keep comfy, warm, and keeping it like robust. I don't want to have to think too much about wearing a shoe if I have to worry about the creasing, the suede's like messing up, or getting them wet, getting them dirty. You've seen a couple times now with these Air Max 95s, especially the grey reflectives, they get a bit of dirt on them, I just wipe them clean. And they look brand new, which is what I want from a shoe and a sneaker, especially in the winter. Coming full circle, the Air Max 95, especially the grey reflectives, but whatever Air Max 95 you choose to go with, you're not gonna regret it. I love this sneaker, I've always loved it, but now I am surely in love with it. It is now my favorite Air Max. The Air Max 90 Infrared is my favorite shoe ever, and that's never gonna change. But with the Air Max 95, it's my most worn shoe at the minute. It was my most worn shoe of last year, the Kiss My Ears colorway. And I don't think that's changing anytime soon. Now I've moved up north, and a lot of northerners I've noticed love an Air Max 95. Maybe because the weather's so bad, that's the only sneaker I wanna wear. So I've worn different colorways to the Air Max 95 for 3 months now. I love them, I can't recommend them enough. If you're thinking about buying them and you're worried about the sizing, just go true to size. If you like a roomier feel, or if you've got wide feet, go half a size up. But me, personally, never had a problem in terms of sizing, no matter the colorway, no matter the materials, and they do loosen up over time. A lot of people used to talk about, and I had that issue as well, sort of little tab at the back on the heel counter sort of digs into your Achilles heel. But trust me, once you've worn them in enough times, and you have worn them enough times, you don't even feel it. Like, it becomes a lot more looser, it's a lot more pressure off your ankle, and you don't even feel it. But anyways, I've done enough waffling. I hope to keep this video as short as I can, as entertaining as I can, and as informative as I can, because there's a lot to talk about when buying a shoe. I know people take for granted we just buy a pair of shoes, but if you're new to a shoe, if you're just getting into a certain shoe or the actual sneaker game in general, and you're spending over 150 quid now, about 175 pound now for an Air Max 95, if you're spending that much, or you're buying them as a present, or you're receiving them as a present, you want to make the right decision. I hope I've covered all bases. If I haven't, leave it all down below. Let the community help each other out. I'm here to help. If you've got any questions with the Air Max 95, and if you want to see any more long-term reviews, long wearing reviews, hit me up down below. Instagram, of course, DM me. And yeah, I think that's about enough. This is the outro to the Air Max 95, 3 months after wearing them. And yes, I think I'm going to continue wearing them. That's all I've got to say. These are an absolute buy, and they always will be, in my opinion. Anyways, broskies, don't forget to like, comment, share, and until the next episode, take care.